I think the first one would be at church.
Okay.
And I was really young. I've never spoken about this before.
Let's keep it on. Talk
Please
about
say
that.
my reaction.
What happened?
Yeah, I've never spoken about it before, but I was
church?
I was really small. And you know that thing where it's like when you go to Sunday school, they feel like they've left you with the teachers. So your parents are like in the main church. And so I think I wanted to use the washroom, and then they made this guy who was like way older at that time take me to the washroom. And I remember like he trying to, you know, sexually, but I didn't know anything at that time, but I vividly remember everything that like happened in the moment. And he told me not to talk about it, so I never spoke about it.
Yeah. What up, it's your boy Stryka the Miracle, and you're welcome to Keeping It 100 and How to Be Keeping It 100 at Higher Baha, representing Nkonkonsa.com. This is actually brought to you by
Doc Prestige Limited, Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic, and Special Ice Mineral Water.
Yes, sir.
And a very big thank you to Chelsea Black. Thanks for gloving me out. I love it.
Big shout outs to La Flames. Today we did La Flames.
Exactly.
We know they the studio.
We did La Flames.
That's
so
what's
thank
up.
you so much. Thanks for having us.
Keeping It 100 podcast is on all audio digital platforms. Make sure you check out all the videos on YouTube and Nkonkonsa. You already know what we're discussing today, Maud.
Today we're talking about sexual harassment
All
in
right.
our workplace. In fact, everywhere, you know. So we are so excited to have this pretty lady, you know. I admire a lot, you know. I love it when young women are doing well for themselves, you know. She's an influencer. In fact, she would still arrest herself, baby. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks for having me.
gracing this place.
Thanks for having me. My name is Cookie, like the biscuit, and
And that's on.
period.
I feel like this is going to be a long conversation.
It is.
So you actually said what we're discussing today is sexual harassment
yeah.
in every way. I don't want you to put it in the box because it can happen every single place.
Yeah.
You understand? What you think about the topic, Cookie? You speak Tree.
Yeah, it's with
All right.
you.
In the fry. Oh.
You speak Hausa.
No,
You speak Ga.
no.
You speak Patois.
No, maybe Spanish, but like it's mainly Tree in English.
Capiche? Capiche?
No, it's
Stop
not.
that.
Don't say
It's
capiche.
The more the move on, because I'm pretty much too much. What do you think about the topic?
I think it's a very important topic that we need to discuss. I don't think people talk about it much, but it happens literally everywhere. So yeah, I'm glad we get to talk about it.
Okay.
What about you?
It's a very interesting topic because people don't actually talk about men being harassed sexually, like how you do me on set all the time. But now I get to tell my side of the story, so I'm making it the whole documentary about Maud. Maud the molest. Let's not make fun of. This is a serious topic. Be serious.
Okay.
What do you think about the topic, Maud? Is that a serious face?
Yeah, it's
I like
serious.
that. I like that.
Yeah, it's a serious issue, like what Cookie said.
Yes.
We don't pay much attention
to
and
it.
mostly when you end up coming out, voicing out, telling people this is what I'm going through, they think, you know, you exaggerating.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're here to dissect this
Oh,
and
baby,
then
baby.
probably share some experiences
Yes, of
and
course.
know the way forward.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I love it.
Okay. And the first question: have you ever been harassed? Let me ask Cookie first.
Cookie's like,
Do you ever think you have been sexually harassed?
I feel like I have a couple of times, like in different settings. But then,
school, work, what?
so I think the first one would be at church,
Okay.
and I was really young. I've never spoken about this before.
Let's keep it on. We'll talk
Please
about
say
that.
my reaction.
What happened?
Yeah, I've never spoken about it before, but
In church?
I was really small, and you know that thing where it's like when you go to Sunday school, they feel like they've left you with the teachers. So your parents are like in the main church. And so I think I wanted to use the washroom, and then they made this guy who was like way older at that time take me to the washroom. And I remember like he trying to, you know, sexually, but I didn't know anything at that time, but I vividly remember everything that like happened in the moment. And he told me not to talk about it, so I never spoke about it. And as I was growing, I kept seeing him at church, but then now when I started having the knowledge of it, I started getting like so upset anytime
See him.
yeah, till we left the church. But yeah,
Wow.
that was like my first experience.
And what was your second experience?
No. Let's even go more into that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of parents might be doing the same
Yeah,
mistakes.
they don't know. They leave their children.
What
at Sunday
exactly,
school and
if
stuff.
you don't mind, what exactly did he do? Did he try to touch you in the wrong places or be like, sit on my lap? So what was he doing?
Oh, he tried to touch me in the wrong places.
And what was your age at that time?
I was too small. I was really young. I won't remember the age, but at least like
You started developing boobs?
No, I was really small.
Wow.
I was small. Sunday school, I was small. I don't know what he was looking for.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was looking for the quickie.
Stryka, what about you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in a way.
In a way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And people don't really take it serious when it comes from
Men,
a man.
yeah.
And now that I'm taking tall, I wish a girl
Who can
actually-
harass you?
Yeah. No, but still it does happen.
Yeah.
It does happen. Yeah, that's why I say you do it a lot. But in a very
Oh.
fun way. You're doing it now. Don't mind me. But it's actually something that men don't really talk about it because they feel like, Bema, then I'm man. Or by but men do go through stuff like that. And I think if it happens, you have to be even voice up because some family members do it to men too. You understand? Yeah. Because I know friends that he told me. Okay, I'm not gonna put his name out there. He told me about how his cousin kept on, touching him in the wrong places. You understand? Yeah. Have you ever been there?
Oh, yes.
Were you little too, or when you grew up?
Oh, well, little growing up and
Yeah, what
everything.
happened?
Lots of stories, you know.
You see,
Yeah, what happened?
as you're growing up, you meet, I don't want to use that word,
Use it.
those irresponsible men,
Use it.
and it's not just men to women.
Yeah.
We have some women too who like to harass ladies, and it's quite fascinating. Yeah.
That's very crazy. Like, yo,
Very crazy.
listen, I'm just imagining you seeing him every Sunday or when you were growing up and seeing
Yeah.
him. As you said, you started gathering knowledge about it and knowing that this guy was actually
Trying
up
to
to
do
something.
me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be so weird. Why did you leave the church?
I don't know, but we left quite early still. But I used to see him continuously. It's like every time. And when I see first, I used to wave him because he looked like, that's my friend from, church the last time. Because I didn't know what he had done.
Yeah.
But the more I kept growing, I kept realizing that, no, this is what he was trying to do to me. So now when I see him, I frown till I left the church. Yeah.
And you see, parents should also develop that kind of bond with their children. Some parents are so strict to the extent that they are unable to express themselves.
Yeah.
I can't come home and tell you this one. Then I'll go be
No, but you see, sometimes it's not just about that. For instance, they took me to Sunday school thinking that I was in the care of the teachers. There's no way my mom would think about taking care of me special, making sure. No, and I was too young for her. I can't even have such a conversation with her. Like I said, during that time, I didn't even know it was wrong.
Okay.
So there's nothing to report.
Was I about saying what prevented you from telling your mom, Uncle, this did this? To
I didn't
me?
know what it was. I just know he took me there. He said, do this, do that. Like he was trying to do stuff with me. And I didn't know what it was. I was just a child. I was just there.
I think we should have started more of explaining what sexual harassment is so that people actually get it. So sexual harassment is any unwanted, deliberate, or repeated sexual behavior that creates a hostile or offensive environment. If it can be included with verbal or physical harassment of sexual nature. Yeah, so like what happened to you specifically? I want us to break it down. So a lot of girls are actually watching us, young girls, actually big girls too. And the funny thing is sometimes it happens to girls and they can't really talk about it. It doesn't matter how old they are. Or boss, or baby, or not to say, don't talk about this because you're scared maybe if you talk about it you might get fired or stuff like that. Like really break it down, what happened, so that people actually, a lot of young girls or a lot of young guys get to know exactly what we are talking about. So when it starts happening to them, they can actually know, say, okay, I saw my cookie can and I saw my mod can and I saw my Stryka can. This is what is starting to happen.
Yeah, let me first of all go to talk about the verbal harassment.
Yes.
Verbal harassment, for me, I get that a lot, okay? Where, when you have this kind of figure, they feel it's just a joke. Hey, no. Hey, sometimes it's so demeaning.
Yes.
So demeaning. And you sometimes get them trying to touch. I remember I was crossing the road and And one taxi driver actually spanked my ass. I swear, spanked my ass.
Did you just do that on camera? Are you harassing me while I was talking about sexual harassment? Example, yes.
No, but yeah.
I swear, like, I was so angry at that point. I was like, maybe I can be doing too.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
He actually did that.
Oh, he did that. He was actually there. I was crossing the road and then he.
Don't do it again.
Yeah, I get to her to spike me and then drove off. The trauma alone. I was like, and people were there. Some were laughing. I was like, you see, at that point, it happens to at the offices as well. But you know, offices.
Which office?
Oh, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
say people don't think it's Nkonkonsa.
No, because I mean, it happens.
No, but
you hear people. Yeah.
Oh, now I want to come on yours, but one run up so we can hear cookies. Sorry.
Offices as well. You hear people also talking about that, you know, and you know sometimes when you come out saying it, you end up being fired or so. I don't know, but so it's not conducive.
I know, right? So, Cookie, you spoke about the first one that happened. You didn't know. Well, how about you growing up and somebody trying to sexually harass you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that one. When was the second one, or when was the next one?
I won't remember it in person, but I just know that I've had so many, like, you know.
Okay, so tell us about some.
Yeah, there were instances where, like, you know, you go to an office, maybe you're going to sign a contract or something, and then the big bosses are literally like, well, you know, you're not supposed to be wasting your time doing all these things. I mean, this money, this is chicken change. I can do more for you. You know, they're talking all that, and then like, I can do this for you, and then now they're trying to touch you, and then when you try to, you know, show that I don't like that,
and they try comparing you to others. This girl,
then they start mentioning like, you know, big people and be like, all these people, they've been here. Why are you acting all? I don't like that. Like, oh, come on, stop. Then they're trying to touch me. Like, it happens.
For real.
It happens. A lot of times. It happens.
I remember one told me.
I see. They still want to touch.
Yeah, they still want to touch. No, it's like, let's say, for instance, oh, come on, but they're not touching your shoulder. I'm just using this as an example. They're literally trying to touch you.
And the funny part is when they hug you. You can literally feel your boobs cracking.
I don't let them hug me.
You know, and I'm even speechless. But how did you overcome your harassment?
We haven't even gotten there. We have to know so many experiences that we can actually graduate to how you can actually. Yes. Because for all you know, maybe she still haven't overcome.
No, you don't even like. I think she mentioned earlier, or you mentioned earlier, that even in relationships, there's sexual harassment.
Yes.
Like, for real.
Yes.
No,
Stryka would never agree.
No,
Stryka would never agree.
No. Don't say that. Don't speak for me.
Oh, sorry.
I beg you, because me and you know the relationship is. What you say? You know me. You don't know me like that.
This is not necessarily my experience. I'm just sharing it.
No, so share it. I beg. Share it.
No, I'm just saying that instances where you're in a relationship. And then maybe there are times where you just don't want to be touched, but your partner is trying to forcibly touch you because you think you're in a relationship is okay. No, it's not okay. If I don't consent to it, then
sexual harassment.
You're harassing me.
Okay, that makes sense. If he is forcing that word, but let's say, you know, some girls be like, no, please don't do that.
No, come on, that's not what I'm talking about.
But what is that? You like touching me too?
I'm sorry. I'm used to your body.
I actually like it too. If I do it more. Listen, you're with your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he touches you in a certain type of way. How would you say no? No, don't touch me, boyfriend, leave me alone.
No, you simply let the person understand that I'm not in the mood. I don't want to be touched right now.
You're not in the mood.
Yeah.
You heard that? Please. I'm not in the mood.
Yeah, I don't want to be touched right now. Mentally, I'm not prepared. Like, no, it's just no.
Yeah. And after that, when they force
what if you wanted and he says no? What if you wanted and he says no?
That's fine. Yeah.
You stop.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sex is supposed to be, you know, consensual.
I remember I went for a job interview and then.
What did he sleep with you?
It's normal, and sometimes you are allowed.
Don't normalize it.
I mean, it's normal. As in, you get that a lot. Like it's normal when a man says or a boss says, "I want to sleep with you." But it's up to you. You know,
Cookie, about to share the
agreeing
cookie.
to that.
Yeah.
So I think when I went there for for the interview, and then he was like, immediately I go there, he was like, "Oh, you have a beautiful boobs." It's like,
wow, you see?
Okay.
Why?
Okay, thank you, sir.
This one was even. I think they were trying to get me into acting at a point. So we
When you
went
said
for.
they were trying to who you
No, more like it was a
An
phase
offer.
in my life where acting was on the table. So it's like, oh, you have to go for what's it called? Auditions and stuff. We went for the audition. It's not even about your talent at
Take
this
off your
point. It's
clothes.
not about. No, after the audition, they take some numbers separately. Now you're there, you start getting messages like, oh, I'm this person, like that. From this place, we want to give you this role, but I need to meet you for dinner. What do you need to meet me for dinner for? I came to audition. So what you're supposed to do is to call me or not call me if you think I didn't pass the audition. Why are you trying to have a private dinner with me? It happens. It's like it makes it so hard. Like it's happening literally everywhere. You can't even get jobs in peace. Your mistake is being a nice girl or being like having a nice body or something. Everyone is literally thinking of, sex.
Stryka, what about you?
what about me actually? Break it down.
Have you tried going for a job interview?
I don't know, how does it happen to
Or
them?
you as an artist, the girl's trying to, or you feel
regardless,
you're the man.
It won't happen. I know it. I see it from afar when somebody try to make those advances, so I can see. So, but I have so many boundaries. No. If I like you, I might flirt back. That's it. But if I don't like you, I know how to put my boundaries. And obviously,
My flirting is not sexual harassment.
sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is.
How does
Like,
flirting become
you have nice. Maybe you're wearing a shirt.
those type of things.
Sometimes girls wear shirt without bra. You can see their nipples inside.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
giving an example.
This is a very serious topic, and that's it. Ooh, like,
I mean, the reaction from the guy.
Do you like it when you're sexually harassed?
No, I mean the reaction from the guy. You said somebody, you see a person
like
in the
sex,
bed, be
Papa.
like, oh shit, Jesus Christ, Stryka.
This is the first time I've got to use speechless. I'm sorry. But what I was trying to say is, some girls dress without bra, you can literally see their nipples inside. And
that's what I was responding to. Then the guy would be like, oh shit, that's what I'm saying.
okay, continue for me.
Right.
And they actually be like, oh shit,
You see?
oh shit, oh that's your nipples. Can I suck
Like
on them?
that?
Ew, oh no.
I'm such a bad girl, you. Yeah. What if it happens that way? Because that's some type of flirting to some men. Because if you say, oh, you're confident or carry or pay. Some ladies love it, some girls
But
don't love it.
Loki, have you ever, I say, there's this guy trying to harass you, but Loki, he's fine, and you kind of feel him back.
Then
Have you ever
no,
been in that
if that's the
situation?
case, I don't call it sexual harassment. I mean, if you're flirting in a way which is inappropriate and I like the energy and I'm returning the energy, then that's flirting. That's not sexual harassment.
Why is he
It becomes
staring?
harassment if I'm not into it and then you are, putting it on me and now I feel
What if-
like
Oh, but I mean, you don't get to like, he's sexually harassing
and I'm
you,
attracted.
but you're like, oh, but he's a fine guy, but
So if I'm attracted, then he's not harassing me.
He's not harassing you.
We're flirting.
But you're not actually vibing what
But
he's
I
doing.
like what he's doing.
That's a good one.
I mean,
Once you like it, it's not harassment. It's harassment when you don't like it and it's being done to you. Exactly.
you don't get what I'm saying, but it's
I
like,
do get
No, she gets what you say. I actually get what you say. And that's a good
okay,
answer
you get
too.
what I'm saying, and you get what she's saying.
Yes.
But it's an
But you're
answer
kind
to
of,
what you're saying.
you're saying because some, oh yeah, now I'm in pain. Please stop it.
I don't like it, but it won't call us, hey, boy, you're a fine guy, but
Oh.
So that's not harassment.
Yeah, that's not
Yes, I
harassment.
like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you like it.
that makes sense.
Listen. This happens so much. I know, especially the audition one. I hear a lot about that. So many girls go. Sometimes they'll be like, actress will be behind them. They actually take roles like you can be naked and stuff like that. So you can actually go to an audition and be like, take off your clothes. It happens a lot. Maybe girls. Haven't you heard about stuff like that?
No, I know about stuff like that, but I've not experienced that.
No, how you said like you never heard of it.
No, I
it
was
happens.
busy.
It happens. And so many girls actually do it too. I'm not talking about taking the clothes off one. I'm talking about actually end up sleeping with the director or
Yeah.
anybody just to get the role.
And I call that desperate. Is that a right word?
Yeah, desperation.
Desperate.
Or
Like a desperate.
Can that be
for-
classified as doing using what you have to get what you want.
No, that's not what it is. That's what they try to tell themselves. You know, sometimes when you do wrong things, you try to give it a name and like make it seem right. But it doesn't make it right.
I always tell myself you can equally use your brain to get what you want.
Exactly.
That's a lie.
Necessarily using your whole
That's a
brain.
lie.
That's a lie.
Really, I do that a lot.
How's that lie? How's that lie?
I use my brain.
how's that lie?
So let's break it down. No, let me break it down.
Okay.
Before you come physically harass me or verbally harass me. So you said you can use your brain to do what? Break it down.
Get what you want. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say some girls maybe drive a big car. Maybe her brain couldn't get her that, or maybe let's say you want a job. Okay, let's put it like that. The simplest way, like you want a job, and then the director be like, "Yo, I like you," and all da. If we do this, I'll get you this car, or I'll get you whatever that you want, and I'll put you in this position. All you have to do is just sleep with me, and you're going to get this and that and that and that. So many girls accept that offer. So many girls. In her head, she's using what she has to get what she wants. That is the same way you can say, you should not drink.
No, can I chip in something?
No, I wanted to finish the whole scenario so the people get it. Because this is not just us three. A lot of people are watching. It's also not dreaming because I used my brain to get what I want.
She
Because
used her body.
Regardless. Still now, you will have to instigate no. Even sex is a two-way thing. Imagine if you're touching a girl and she's just like
you have to agree to it.
Yes, you have to. It's also like I said, guy that says, "Oh, you see me, I'm crying, you see me." A lot of girls talk that way. You'd be surprised.
The fact that you think that you're using your brain doesn't mean you're using it. A lot of stupid people think they're wise.
Okay.
Exactly. And this is to say, like you said, people who use their body, people use their brain. Maybe the only thing is those using their body will get it faster. I use my brain. It will take time. But in the end, we'll still arrive at the same place. Maybe I'll even get better because I'm using my brain. You use your body and then it's just...
Some people use their brain and they never get anywhere.
Some people, it's life. Some people just...
Life happens.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why the saying goes like, the good people never wins.
No, it's not true. It's not true.
Okay, what makes you think it's not true?
It just takes time. It doesn't mean they never
There's
won.
a lot of good people that never won.
There's a lot of bad people that never won.
No, but in instance when you put them two together.
Who did that analysis? Who put them together?
No, regardless, let's not even play dumb like we don't know what we're talking about. Sometimes we see it, we know, listen, calm down.
Okay.
Some influencers or some people open their mouth to be like, how did she get here?
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. Let's be honest, let's keep it 100.
Okay.
Sometimes you see her, really? How did this person really get here? Now they start putting shout out to Hajab into one time. I'm just saying a lot of people even tease his head. And why are the production laughing like that? I'm just saying that some of the people be like, oh yeah, then I don't hear that.
And she's
Matthias cookie. But you agree with me, say a lot of people ask that question. Say that particular lady, or yeah, then or your actress, the talent they then. Or tell me you don't see this.
Oh no, we all see that.
So the next question is obi to me can obi only no question say okọ Nigeria ba obaba no chika. What I'm just saying coincidentally if you are passionate akunya card then it's just saying say only talent we are you need your influence so how did she get a car? What I'm trying to say but make say if Cookie is putting in work and Mod is putting in work. Hard work who use who tongue tied but it's still not working. What I'm trying to
That's why I said
this is a real life situation
and that's why I said in the end we'll all get there, but maybe the person's own is faster because the person chose to use a different channel.
Some people never get there.
That
yes,
it's life. Yeah, and then there are people who are also doing the wrong things. You know, the people who have allowed themselves to do the wrong and are still not making it. They're still not getting there. It's just life.
Yeah, life happens.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I remember that. Well, oh God, I'm lost in thought.
Yeah, because you're thinking about Hajab into one. You're thinking of doing that.
Oh my God.
You're thinking of doing that too. You go to Nigeria.
What if she went there to work? Well, I don't even want to talk about this matter.
Yeah, but you heard it, right? You saw it a lot.
I did hear it.
Yes.
But then, I mean, people talk. What if she went to work?
I just remembered.
Yeah,
I remember after I was actually I wanted to do my internship.
Yeah.
In this, this big media house here, Peace FM. And there was this particular man over there. Like I approached him and I was like, because then I used to work at a cafe, you know, and they used to come there to print their news and all of that. So I approached him and I was like, oh, I really want to do my internship here. This man was like, okay, he's been buying me food and things, so I'll take it eat too. You know, so one time he was like, let me be honest with you. Before I can help you, you have to be the mother of my unborn children. I'm like, really? And I thought it was a joke, but at that age,
okay.
You know, at that age, you want me to be the mother of your children. Meanwhile, you have a child too. You have a wife, you know. So unborn children, which one are you talking about? My unborn children or, you know. So it like, anytime I approached him, he kept saying, let's have a relationship first. And he had this popular show, you know. So he was like, you can be on the show and all of that. At that point, you know, if I had fell for that, I'm not sure he would have even given me the chance to even work there. Because years later, I see this man and now he's nothing. He's nothing to write home about. And now he sees me.
Why are you smiling like that?
And now he sees me, and now he sees me, and he's shy. He's like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You know. So I was like, if I was that naive girl
At that time,
had sex with this man, do this. By now, I born 3.
Yeah.
And probably be a housewife or a baby mama. I'm not saying it's wrong to be a baby mama. You know. So sometimes too, it also boils back to our understanding about these things. Sometimes we are left at a point where we're unable to make certain decisions because we want a particular thing. We are desperate for that. And because of that, you end up doing things you later regret.
So basically, you're saying desperation and probably greed is the cause of these things?
Some, not all, but I mean some. You know.
Desperation, I agree.
But
a lot of girls do it because they don't want it, but because of their offense.
No, some people do it because they're greedy.
No,
how? Because they are looking at what other people have and then they want it. So
that's not greediness.
It's greed.
No, greed is when you have it and you want more.
Yeah, so some like I could be okay. I'm working, but then I'm seeing my friend driving some car, and I know I can get this car.
It could be ambition. It's not greed.
No, it is greed. That's not ambition. That's greed.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree. That's not greed.
No, it is greed.
No, that's not
Search for the definition of greed.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like. That's what
it is.
No, hold on. But it could be like maybe the young lady doesn't have a car, or be an influencer. Then you actually other influencers driving and actually doing big events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, okay, they don't do honor.
Ambition is when you see that and then you feel like, okay, I need to work more to get there.
No, I get
but then it becomes greed when I'm like, okay, now then I know that, okay, this man says I should come, blah, blah. If I do it, I can make that, I can get that car because he promised me a car.
So let me break it down then. Say if somebody is doing great, let's use this influencer like Dulcie. Maybe she's doing shows, she's selling stuff, beautiful stuff and all that. Then she decides to maybe sleep with an Equatorial Guinea man just to get. Hey, listen, I'm trying to really make a good point. Listen, if you start that, you fuck up my real speech and everything like that again. And to get maybe a higher ranks, and girls be like, this is good. We are show so you get more turn up. So why would you stoop that low to do this just to double up? You understand? And that's an influencer so we'll cheer. Sometimes I say, how did this girl get there? Maybe I'm on the tip of, she had to do this, she had to do that, she had to do this. And be like, okay, then I want to follow her footsteps and be like her. She doing it is not greed. It's ambition like so bad. So she wants to get it. But if you're already there, and everybody's actually looking up to you, say, oh, you're doing well, Cookie's doing well, Mod is doing well. Now, all of a sudden, you want to turn the whole thing to the next level. No, I think you're doing well. A lot of young girls are looking up to you now. You think you have to sleep with a big man or sleep with the president or whatever to gain more, how do I put it, status, so people know, say, you are the most untouchable influencer. That is when it becomes greed. That's what I'm trying to say.
But that's the whole point I'm trying to make. It looks like we're talking about two different things because greed is also a factor to consider. Like it also happens. It also happens. There are certain people that just look at people's way of life. They are okay. They are thriving. They could just go the normal route, but because they start seeing how others are making it, they are now trying to do anything possible to also get there so far. So they'll do literally the worst just to get there too, and that's greed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you overcome yours?
How do you overcome or deal with
Your
sexual harassment?
Sexual harassment.
Me.
How many times has it happened to you? Can you put a number to it?
It happens, and it's like now it has become a normal thing. It's like when I'm even going for something, it's like now I'm praying that God, I beg you, please.
You see,
don't let
I
this
remember
man
I used
like
anointing oil on my
I'm like,
forehead.
don't let this man like me because I know that if he likes me and he starts doing this whole okay, you come around, then it means the job is not even going to happen anymore because now it's about to be a game of you like me back so that I can, give you the job or something. Yeah. So now it has become like a thing. It happens. So I'm constantly praying about this.
No, in as much as this is sad. And you can imagine a lot of girls going through this every single day, day in and day out, because maybe only come up for and I say they are not outspoken.
Yeah.
Some girls are really, how do I put it? They keep to themselves.
Yeah.
And they are easily intimidated. And you imagine if they actually see a powerful man actually making advances. Don't even catch and say no before she realizes the man pressure the enemy or the enemy.
Yeah.
This is very serious, and I think it needs to be.
Yeah.
So how do you overcome it then? How did you overcome yours?
For me, well, I don't know, but for me, with what I feel like I've gotten to a point, by God's grace, like I've gotten to a point where I can say no and not care about like the money. Some people maybe because of the money bit, they are like, skeptical, like if I really need this money. Me, I don't care. Once you want to do anything inappropriate with me and I'm not interested in that, I'm out. Like that's it.
A lot of people do find it difficult to say the word no.
Oh no.
And that's the problem.
So many men too.
And just like you said, your harassment started from church and all of that. I have a lot of
one of the safest places.
You see, I have a lot of experience, and I also have one experience with a pastor. I'll preach you. Everybody will know because a popular place I'm preaching. And this man saw me. He said everything. Dito about my life. Gave me prophecies. And all I'm like, wow. Then he was like, we have to pray, do this, do that. I'm like, fine, okay. So one time I closed from work very late. And then he asked me to come over. Like, who BB, he wants to share that with me. I got there and this man asked me to follow him.
To his room.
It wasn't a room, it looked like some small space. So I was thinking, wow, this was like, you were Charles and I'm like, how? And then he pulled me. You are close to me, so you are the only one I can use. He pulled me, and that day it's been on my mind. I'm like, I can't shut up. So I went to my mom. It's not like a younger age. This was when I think this was 3 years ago. Yeah, because he was suspended.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, and my granny goes to their church.
Yeah.
I told my mom, told my granny, we had a meeting. So they summoned him. They even lashed him. They lashed him and suspended him for 3 years. Now I've seen him yesterday with King. And then recently I saw him preaching again. And I'm like, okay, Nipa de wafu, they are chow. You get but go and
say no more.
Say no more.
Now,
and I'm wondering the number of ladies he has tried that.
So was he successful? Was he successful?
Obviously not.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened that day? I didn't know I could beat a man like that.
He didn't tell me she can see that.
Okay, now
this is first time.
So
how to
after voicing out, I feel appeased.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And the funny thing is,
people out with this whole thing because, like we're saying, it looks like it's something that now it has become like a norm. So it's hard to. How do we take it out? Like how does
especially church? Or say church?
I mean, I feel like it all boils down to self-respect. I feel like if you respect yourself enough, you would. like you would be able to like say no.
what
When
happens?
So, no, are you trying to say I didn't respect myself?
No, not you.
I mean,
I'm talking about the guys doing that. Or you're talking about the ones that being harassed.
yeah, the ones being harassed.
Oh no, don't say that.
No.
How?
So you
Say
mean
that.
I didn't respect myself?
No,
I
no,
respect
don't say
him
that.
because
Don't say
he's a man of
No,
God.
and that's how come you were able to resist that. If you didn't respect yourself, I mean,
No,
you
regardless.
would have done
Even
it.
if the person doesn't respect themselves, you shouldn't even make a move.
Cookie with this side.
No,
No, we are
no,
talking about no.
please
I'm
don't say
talking
that.
about the people being harassed, not the.
A lot of people don't know
harasser.
how to say no. It's not because they don't have self-respect.
So
they don't
that's-
have. Some people don't have confidence. They don't know how to even.
It's all part of what I was about to say. It's,
No, but if you put it that way, say they don't respect themselves.
No, and confidence is all part. Like it's like a package. Like if you are confident enough, if you respect yourself, it means you are confident in yourself. It's like me,
No,
but
but let's
But you can respect yourself and
Yes,
you end
and
up with
yeah,
a
what
man.
happened?
Oh, my dear.
Well,
Let's just say-
maybe I'm talking from a personal point of view, but
I'm
maybe on
just
a
saying-
general scale,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, yo, listen. What happened to men really having game? If you like a girl, why don't you actually try to woo her or do the norm? Speak to her. Some power and I hear it.
Oh,
It looks like
some
a-
men, when you say no to them, that's when you piss them off.
you
Haven't
mess
you
up
heard
with their
stories
ego.
about how men follow women to even kill them just because they said no?
Because a woman said no, you go
Yes.
follow her and go kill
Yes,
her.
it happens all the time. There's been news. It's been happening all the time. They
happens.
kill girls all the time.
Because
just
she said no.
Just because she said no.
I don't like you,
Yes,
no.
I've had instances where I said no, and then they were forcibly like holding my hand, telling me, "My boss is calling you. My boss is calling you." Like, it gets violent. So it's really scary.
Have you ever experienced what she's saying?
Oh no, but
Like,
it happens.
hold on, nah. Wait a minute, tells you.
Oh, it was.
Like, hold on, my boss is calling you. You said no, and they grab you. Like,
Yes,
let's go.
Yes, even that I remember one even happened that it was a whole week. I was in uni, Pent whole week or something like that. Then these guys approached me. I wasn't alone at that time. I was working with my partner at that time, and then it's like my boss wants to see you, and I'm like, no, like they're holding my hands. They're literally hurting me.
What?
Holding my hands so hard, pulling me that the boss is calling me, and I'm trying to defend
Yeah.
us, like leave me alone. It was crazy.
What do your partner do? He doesn't know kung fu.
So wait, the first one
Oh,
was
there's no
they
one.
approached you. Wait,
Hey,
Cookie.
No,
What
no,
did I say?
no.
The
Can you be
first one
serious?
is they approached you. When you refused it, then they
It
came up
becomes
with
violent, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's not
They
the
didn't
first
just
time.
come.
No, there
this
have
is
been other
weird.
instances. You say no, they start to pour water on you. Like,
Huh?
it happens.
Wow.
Yes, it happens.
At where?
Oh, even on campus, it happens a lot. As
Oh,
the
tell the
students-
small boys we get some of the concert.
No, it still happens on the outside as well. You can be walking and there are a group of boys standing somewhere, and then maybe because one of them is like trying to call you, the moment you say no, they think, oh, she's too no. Oh, you figure what?
You're
Then
messing
now-
with their ego.
Yeah, so then now they start to, start calling, like they verbally abuse you and stuff, like they start throwing like stones. Yeah,
Huh?
just to make you feel uncomfortable.
What is happening?
It's true, it happens.
If you're a man, utubo.
Yeah.
Maybe you do it.
Oh, they do that.
What?
It's not new. They do that.
So how
crazy.
did you? Or you play along?
If I like it, I go, hey.
But do you think parents should speak to their children, like
Yes, very
create
necessary.
that environment
Yeah.
for them to feel free?
Yeah, because a lot of people are like they are keeping things in them.
Yeah.
Like people get harassed, but they can't even talk about
Not
it.
at all.
Yeah, they can't talk about it because
Not
they
at
have
all.
parents who be like, oh, yeah, then and I will
Why did you wear this dress?
Yeah.
You're enticing.
Yeah,
them.
why did you wear that? Like, people have some very, oh God, the mentality of people, it just needs to change. It's hard. I don't know how we'll change people's mentality.
Let me answer this. This is off the topic. Like, hey, listen, having a boyfriend or a partner like that, and you were harassed that way, he step
You
in.
just want to bring this topic back.
like, listen, would you leave him after that? If you were working with your boyfriend, somebody holds
Oh,
your
he
hand.
definitely would step in, but here's the case where with the
Wasn't
way
the
they're a
BT?
group
Yeah,
of boys and
Lord,
they're
yeah.
being violent, I'm even trying to don't
Protect
do
your
too
mind.
much. Yeah.
Hold on. If they beat him, I go to look at him the same way.
Oh, it's
Listen,
different.
cause it's crazy.
Oh,
Listen, I've been Jesus. I've seen how girls treat you after certain situations. I used to have a girl, she's very outspoken, yeah. But the funny thing is that me many things. But so after the night, she started looking at me like some superhero, be like, you understand? So I'm just imagining the other way because guys also say, imagine they're trying to harass you, grab you by the hand, and the boy was like, hey, don't touch me. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they kufu him. and all of a sudden he's lying down unconscious. How will you?
I don't need you to come and attempt to fight for them to beat you up. For me, that's
No,
not
you love
that's
me.
not that's not proving no point. I would then rather do something sensible. Then now I know that at least he's smart. You didn't have to fight, but maybe you were able to say something.
Are you saying this for the cameras or you being real?
What?
Are you saying this for the cameras or you being real?
No, I'm being real. I don't need. Why? It's not a movie. I don't need you to come do that for me.
Action.
No. It's real life.
Yeah.
So how do you overcome yours?
Oh, like therapy, and that's
You
one
didn't
thing.
go to no therapy. Stop it. Stop. Don't lie.
No,
Don't lie.
I mean my advice, like
No, but how
therapy,
did you overcome yours? So you still dealing with
mine.
it?
Okay, so those ones are man voice it out.
Yes.
I still think about
Yes.
them. Like, hey, really, this what happened. But what happened recently? I involved my family and all. I'm so happy. I brought everything out. So
That's a
you
good
getting
point.
someone to talk to, someone you can
trust.
You can trust.
Yeah.
You know, it works for you. And I was saying therapy, trying to say, but therapy also works. But
Okay.
you're in Ghana.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying that you didn't go to therapy. That's what I was trying to say.
I did
Alright.
the normal therapy.
Okay, Cookie, let me ask you this. Why is it difficult to open up about sexual harassment? Were you able to talk to your parents or somebody close to you about it?
I think this is my first time talking about the whole situation.
Yeah, when you
the
were a
childhood
kid,
thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Why? Why didn't you tell mommy and...
Okay, so later when I realized, it was a big thing, I feel like it had been so many years, so it wasn't really. Yeah, that was the reason. Because me, I'm outspoken and I will talk about, even if not to my parents, I open up. I have
To
people
somebody,
that I
yeah,
open
yeah.
up to, so I will definitely talk about it.
So what kept you from saying that, talking to somebody about it then?
No, so it's my,
Probably maybe, for all you know, he's still doing it to a lot of little girls in the church.
Yeah.
You understand?
at that time,
She was young.
I was young, so
What
I
are
didn't
you?
think about it anyway. And later when I started realizing, it's like
Saying and all, you know.
yeah, it had already like happened, and it was still like, it had passed. So I didn't feel like I had to talk about it. I don't know. So I never really spoke about it.
But did it affect you? How does sexual harassment affect you? Did it affect you in a way?
I don't think so. I don't know. Everyone is different. Me right now, I feel like I open up. I'm very plain. So if it happens, it's either you, the person trying to harass me sexually, I'll put you in your place, and you'll never have your way first of all. And then that aside, I will definitely open up.
Let's
to people
not even do that. Let's not try to put people in the test.
What?
Don't
No,
say stuff like that.
you asked for my experience, and
Yeah.
I'm just saying, per me, first of all, I'll put you in your place. You won't have your way, and also I will open up to people. I will voice out. I won't let people go like fall prey to the same person. I would let people know that this person did this to me.
So be careful.
Yes, like the whole movie thing. There were other friends who wanted to go through that route. I told them that this is what happened to me when I went. So I mean, you do you, but this was my experience. I share. I try my best to use my life experiences to, advise people, even through social media.
Because sometimes I think it happens to people and they actually start to like it. Because we have girls on the show, they be like, maybe one time I was raped, now I like
They're the ones
aggressive
that need the
sex.
therapy, to be honest. Because it
Have
damages
you
you
heard
mentally.
that before?
Yes.
Yeah, now they like aggressive sex. They want to be slapped. They want to be, all this. Why are you biting your lips? You be harassing me all this. Like, what are you doing?
Please, this
No, but
national TV.
well,
Yeah. But you get what I was trying to say, right? A lot of girls now start to like.
but are you
stuff like
trying to
that.
say that is only as a result of sexual harassment?
No. Some girls
okay,
love
cool.
it. Oh shit.
I'm just asking.
Oh shit.
Oh, come
Like
on.
that?
Oh, you're sexually harassing me.
You want to take it
You're
there?
sexually harassing me right now.
No. Hey, pause. I'm saying some girls actually like that shit. That's the BDSM, whatever that we had the discuss. No, not you. Oh, that was on another set. So I'm just saying, some girls be like, I was raped, I was forced and stuff like that. So now I like it when I'm being roughed up a little bit. You get it? I'm asking you a question.
Are you asking me?
Yes, you get it. Have you heard some? Yeah.
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Cookie, have you heard something like that before? And do you think they need therapy?
Hey, they need therapy.
Talk. Use your words.
Hey, what is happening? What's going on
No.
between you?
No.
Why?
Oh, come on,
Stop it.
please. No. But I'm trying to say, wait, what did you ask?
Hey.
What did you ask again?
I'm like, a lot of girls, I met a couple of girls, they be like, maybe when they were younger, they were sexually abused. Now
Yeah.
they like to be touched a certain type of way.
But they need therapy. They need therapy because it means that what they're doing, like it's a mental whatever. They need to get to know themselves properly, to know what they actually like, and not just go along with whatever they are experiencing now because of what they've been through. No.
So I think, yeah, I agree with my love. I agree with her.
That is that is actually a sensitive topic because people go through it daily. Daily. And then, so what are you going to tell the girls that are trying to be influencers? They actually face problems like this when people try to use their power to intimidate them and actually get them to do stuff that they don't want to do.
I really want them to learn how to say no. Be confident in yourself enough. You have to know that you are all that, and you don't need anything that they are, promising or whatever to get to wherever. You can do anything that you want to do. You can achieve it. You don't need them. And so learn how to say no. And there's this example, like I used to tell my friends all the time, those times, imagine someone saying, oh, I'll give you an iPhone 6. That time it was fresh. I'll give you an iPhone 6 if you let me sleep with you. So now you agree he slept with you. Currently we are on 16. So then now, look at you. So it means to get to the 16, how many times are you going to now sleep with somebody?
Yeah, 16.
Think about it. Exactly. So then it's not worth it, because in the end, you do it now because of what you want now. Very soon, it will not even... It won't even make sense. Like, no value. So don't do it. Like,
I love that word, huh?
No, but let her run up. So now, Cookie, run up on what we discussed, the sexual harassment and how people are supposed to, do you think, does it mean girls have to dress appropriate, or it doesn't matter? You just have to keep your hands to yourself if you're a man.
Of course, first of all, now, I don't know, but parents should train their children right as well, because some people, I feel like it's from how they were brought up. How will a man come out, see someone in a provocative dress, and then do you always have to touch what you see just because it's appealing to you? No. I won't just pass by a jewelry shop, see beautiful jewelry, enter and pick it up just because I want it. So I'll make money to come buy it. Always go the right route. Don't try to take things, by force just because you think you can have access to it. No. So
and like take on that too is like you saying they should dress appropriately and all of that. Yes, especially too when you're going to apply for a job, you're going for a job interview, and you're wearing something so skinny, like so tight.
It means what do you want?
What do you want? Sometimes it boils back to us as well. We try enticing them and all of that. You see,
you can dress however you want to dress, but just know where you're going to. Like, dress right for the right occasion. That's it.
Cause I always have this thing. I'm like, decency is a new sexy. You don't have to wear this to impress this person because you need this or that. At the end of the day, if you can't keep up with trying to have sex with your boss all the time, then where are you going? And also, I would focus much attention on parents. It boils back to what you said. You should train your child so well and create a conducive environment for your kids when they can come to you, open up to you and tell you what they want. If you're so strict like that, they find it difficult to talk to you. So parents should also do better.
So with that being said,
what about you?
I'll say my last word. Like, why don't you harass me? All right, so with that being said, that was what we discussed today. Our guest was Miss Cookie. That's your name, right?
Yeah, Cookie like the biscuit.
Okay, that's the name. We find you on social media.
Yeah, Cookie. COOKIE. Cookie.
All right. So I'm just saying that men go through that too. Don't be shy. Don't be be outspoken. Speak about it. If you are being harassed in a way that you don't like, I think you need to speak to somebody. It being your friends. Your friends might laugh at you and stuff like that. Speak to somebody you can trust and let the person know that, yo, sister, I just like, yo, talk about it, because a lot of men actually go through that too, and we have to shed more light on it. Yeah, so this Keep It 100. I'm here with my beautiful co-host.
More the other than that, you can call me Mayan for sure. Okay, I have a waist trainer brand name. It's called Mayan Effect. Okay. So how much are you in charge?
You can put
about it.
No,
we'll talk about it.
How much are you getting?
We'll talk about it.
Hey, my boss
can't force me on set. I won't tell you.
All right. Shout out to La Flame for hosting us today. My name is Stryka the Miracle. Don't forget to pray the answers of the Jesus. Nkonkonsa.